What's up, everybody? How are you? I'm pumped to talk about how you can dominate 2023. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm getting a few things set up. So excited to be here. Excited for everyone to see some good growth this year. I hope that you had a great year. I hope that you're able to relax a little bit coming up. So today, we're going to be talking about your 2023 marketing strategy. So, guys, if you're with me, I see like 5 people here. Go ahead and comment that you're watching and what you're doing and all that, where you're watching from. Let's get some engagement. This is going to be good. This is going to be big. We're going to do some cool stuff. So go ahead and comment where you're from, whether you're watching. Miss you too, Cody. Miss you too, Cody. Cody's one of my favorite clients. Sorry for other clients. Some of you guys are my favorite as well, but Cody's got it. Cody's pretty high up there. So, guys, let's do it. Let's figure out how are we going to make sure we grow significantly in 2023. Before we get into the actual presentation. Oh, Vinny, what's up, Vinny? Before we get into the actual presentation, I want to make sure that you understand having a plan is half the battle, especially when it comes to roofing, when it comes to having a solid plan that you are able to execute and that you are going to execute for the entire year. That is part of the struggle, and that's part of what doesn't happen in a lot of situations with a lot of different contractors. So we need to make sure that you are standing above and you're committing to whatever you do, whether it's what we go over today or something. Make a plan and stick with it and do it consistently and over again. And you're going to see more success than the majority of people. You're going to be able to add predictability into your business. And it's not something where you're just going to go crush it within the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You're not going to just have the best breakout month ever necessarily, though I think you definitely could have a great month right away. There's some good steps here. But what it's going to do is you're going to build and begin having a great setup and growth and all of that. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? All right. So without further ado, let's look at this. Your 2023 marketing strategy. Guys, have a plan, have it consistently. I think this is a pretty good one to consider. So let's look at that. We're going to look at 4 main components as we're doing this. And if you have questions, drop them down. I'm watching, I'm trying to keep up and all that. So we're going to have 4 main components. So there's demand fulfillment. And we're going to talk about things that you can do yourself to make sure that you are fulfilling and in a position on Google and the search engines and all of that to make sure that you're capturing that traffic. Because there are people who are searching for a roofing company on Google today in your market, and you might be missing them. So we want to be in a situation where we are getting a good amount of that traffic. We're going to talk about demand generation. So people aren't just sitting there thinking, someone could convince me today that I need a new roof. No one thinks that unless they already kind of have an idea that they might have a problem with their roof. So what we need to do is figure out who is most likely to be the closest to needing a new roof or being willing to hear that. How are we going to market and advertise to them and get in front of them? How are we going to make sure that we are growing and crushing it with them and able to really capture that and bring them over the edge? They might not be the people that are yet searching in Google for a new roofing contractor, but they might be a little bit problem aware, and you just need to help push them over the edge. So drop something down below if you've experienced that. I mean, if you've had a customer or a homeowner that they weren't sure they needed a new roof, but they kind of thought maybe, and you were able to push them over the edge. Hopefully, most people watching this have had that situation, right? That's sales. If you have never had that situation, then you may be just have taken orders and not actually ever sold a roof, which I'd imagine is not the case. But let's think about that. Like, you need to actually do some selling, and demand generation is going to help you at least grab a lot of the battle. That's going to be done with social media and direct mail. Maximizing the leads and your customer communication and all of that is, we're going to make sure that we're canvassing in a very strategic way. I'm not saying going and canvassing an entire neighborhood or anything like that. If you want to include that in your own marketing strategy, that's great. That's not necessarily my style. But how can we use door hangers and make sure and use our presence in a neighborhood and really make sure people see? And then how are we communicating with our clients and our customers or our prospects in a way that's always going to maximize what we get out of them and what we get out of their friends and family and all of that? And then that leads us to customer referrals. Let's have a documented system and a process for making our clients aware of what our referral program is and how they can utilize it. And maybe let's make it a little fun and a little bit more enticing than the $250 every time someone replaces a roof. They have no idea how to decipher that. So they're just completely guessing, and it's not going to give any urgency. They're not going to feel like they need to do anything now, but we can change that. So those are the 4 main components. If you're with me, just drop, hey, watching live, what's up? Say where you're from. Just want to get some engagement. I know what we're going to go over today is going to be awesome. I just want to make sure as many people see it. So do your part, pay it forward, engage with the post, tell us where you're from, tell us what you're watching, all that, so we can start getting some people watching. We got a good amount of people watching right now that have been in and out, but let's see if we can get it going. Let's have some fun. So 4 main components. Also, guys, by the way, there's a cool little offer at the end that's only good for 5 people. So if you're watching, make sure that you're staying till the end. So, guys, step 1, demand fulfillment. We're going to run through this pretty quickly, but there's 2 things that I really think that you should be doing if you're going to do it yourself and you're not going to hire someone else to do it for you on an ongoing basis. You need to make sure you're Google guaranteed and have local service ads turned on. And then there's some SEO stuff that's very easy for you to build and do and set up that I want you to be doing so that you're able to show up and utilize some of that traffic and get some of that traffic going. So Google guaranteed. I'm not going to tell you everything about how to do it and all of that, because frankly, you can Google it. That's not really where you're going to get the most value for your time here. And you're not going to remember everything I tell you anyways. But what I want you to do is set up Google guaranteed with the proper documentation. You need to make sure that you have the app, have the notifications turned on. Try to make sure that a few people have the notifications turned on in your group, because you might not always be able to get to the thing as fast as you can. And one of the biggest impacts in ranking for Google guaranteed and even local service ads is how quickly are you responding? That's one of the big components. They want to make sure that this is a very easy place for people to get quick answers, quick service for their stuff. So show up, make sure that you have the app, make sure you're ready to do. Turn messaging on, set your hours properly. If you can do 24 hours a day, that's better. But if you know that there's no way you're going to be able to do that, then do 8 to 9, 5 or 7 or whatever it is. Try to do it as long as you're willing to do it, because we want to make sure that people can get a hold of you. They don't necessarily only look for a roofing contractor between the hours of this and this. They're looking for a roofing contractor whenever they're thinking about it, and people want to get a hold of people immediately. So make sure we're doing that. Set all of your service up. Don't skip repairs. I know that a lot of roofing contractors don't like repairs. Let me know if you do repairs or if you don't do repairs in the comments, please. But a lot of roofing contractors don't do repairs, which is okay. I think that there's a better argument to do repairs than to not do repairs. But if you don't, that's fine. What you need to do, though, is make sure that you're able to get, because homeowners don't know whether they need a repair or a replacement. That's your job as the expert. You can turn down the job once you've actually talked to them or even refer them to somebody. But if you're not going to know whether the roof needs to be replaced unless you get on the roof, 90% of the time, even if they describe to you what's going on, because they probably haven't gotten on the roof. So do repairs as well. When you're setting up your local service ads, which is the next step, Google guaranteed, you can only run local service ads if you are Google guaranteed. So that's step 2, is turn on local service ads. Once again, just Google it if you don't know how. This one's crazy. Set your weekly budget for $100,000. I know that sounds crazy. And no, you're not going to spend $100,000. You're likely not even going to spend $500. What you need to do is tell Google you are willing to handle as many leads as they're willing to give you, because this is a pay-per-lead software or platform. Set it for $100,000. Don't set it for, well, I'll spend $250 a week, because there's someone who knows this hack, set it up for $100,000, and they're going to get all the leads. So set it up for $100,000. You need to make sure that you're showing up above other people. Reply to the leads as quickly as you possibly can. Request reviews quickly and through the app. You can do that. Send them a link through the app, through Google Guarantee. Call back leads through your dashboard. So if you're having a conversation with someone, or if you're supposed to call someone back, or if you missed a call, call them back through your Google Guaranteed local service dashboard. And then don't forget to dispute the bad leads. You have that luxury. It used to be maybe suggested that you say all the leads are great and all that. With that being said, what we figured out is that no, if there's a bad lead, just go ahead and dispute it. That's kind of part of what you need to do. It's good. It's fine. Not a big deal. So local service ads, that is going to be a huge way that you're able to show up in the search engines without having to hire an agency to do it. Any agency that tells you that they're going to run your local service ads or manage your Google Guaranteed are kind of full of crap. I'm sorry if anyone's watching that offers that. There are some tricks and hacks and all that you can do, but it's not really something that you need someone to manage for you. It's more of a set it up thing, and then kind of best if you go in there and tweak it and manage it yourself. From an SEO perspective, the one thing that I'm going to ask you to do on your website is set up individual pages for all areas that you serve. I'm not going to ask you to do a bunch of ongoing SEO. I'm not going to ask you to do this, but spend some time in the evening on a Saturday or Sunday or whenever to make sure that you can have an individual location page for all of the different suburbs and all of that you look in. Top roofing contractor in Sugar Land, top roofing contractor in Katy, top roofing contractor in Bel Air, Texas, top roofing contractor in Cypress, whatever. That's all Houston, greater Houston areas. Make sure that you're doing that. You have to ensure that you are able to show up when people are searching for with what they're searching. And people are not searching, okay, Houston is people live in Sugar Land, not Houston. If you ask them, they're not going to look up best roofing contractor in Houston. They're going to look up best roofing contractor in Sugar Land. So make sure you're doing that. Your Google business profile, previous Google My Business listing, similar to your Google Guaranteed, you need to use it like social media. Post on it, do videos, make captions and all that. Try to post at least 3 times per week. Better yet, take a picture out in the field, post, and that will be geotagged automatically. And then you'll be in that location. And that's something where you can create some awareness and some presence in different areas. Be active on your Google business profile. Get reviews on your Google business profile, as many as you possibly can. That is huge for getting ranking and setting up things. Another thing that you need to do if you ever want your Google business profile to rank well and to be in the top 3 is you need to do your listings. Now, a lot of agencies charge for this, and if you sign up with me for SEO, we're going to do this for you, and it's part of what we do, and we have a package where we'll do it on our own, and that's fine. But you do have the option of going directly to the same people that every agency goes to, Yext, all these different things. Look up listing providers, and you can sign up. It'll be $50, $75, $100, whatever dollars a month, and it'll always make sure that your listings are accurate and the same and uniform across the board. Very important to have that. That's something that you need if you are going to ever have your Google My Business profile ranking. So Google Business Profile, you're going to have posting on a normal basis in locations out in the field and all of that. You need to do reviews and make sure that you're getting reviews on a normal basis. You need to get your listings. Guys, also, quick side note. This is just to feed the machine. The next part is the exciting part in my mind and the fun part, because this is how you're going to actually grow and make sure that you're building something. So, demand generation. This is the attack plan. This is how we're going to make sure that you're able to grow and have a little more control than just who's finding you on Google. And you're not going to be beating necessarily the people that have been paying someone to do SEO for years. We just want to be getting a little slice of that on Google. This is how you're going to be able to stand out if you are doing this stuff on your own. So, social media, you got to post. I know it sucks. Don't say you don't know how. Don't say you're not technically inclined. That is silly, and that's fucking BS. I'm sorry. I know it's not true. I know it's not true. My grandma posts on social media, and she's 90 years old. You know how. Don't tell yourself that story. Post 3 to 5 times a week. It takes a few minutes to post. Post screenshots of reviews of customers. Thank customers and tag them in your post. Post pictures of past jobs. Post pictures of job in progress. Go live and all of that. Half of you who are on here are pretty active on your actual personal profile. Take 5 minutes extra a day on social media and put a little time on your actual business profile. It'll serve you and it'll work wonders. Make sure you're doing that on a normal basis. Take a lot of pictures out in the field, save them, make sure you have that stuff set up. Bonus, if you sign up for Canva or something like that, you can set up branding for all of them. It's great. Here's the other thing. A lot of people say don't do this, but if you're going to do your marketing yourself, I think it's okay. I think that if you want to sit down and learn how to actually run Facebook ads yourself in Ads Manager, I think that's great. And I know you can do it. It's not as difficult as people make it. But if you're just trying to have the minimum viable option here, boost your posts. Make sure you're boosting very specific posts. So boost a post of a picture of a job, thanking them, say what street it was on and all of that, and then boost that post a 1 to 2 mile radius around that job with no other targeting for $5 a day for a week or something like that. That's just going to get your brand, your name, the pictures of you and your guys. That's going to be another touch point where they're seeing you there. Now, this might not generate you piles and piles of leads. What we're trying to do is make sure that everyone in these areas knows who you are. So every time you're in the ground, they might wave you over. Every time you put a door hanger up, they recognize you from Facebook and all of that. We want to make sure that we're building a lot of brand awareness. This is brand awareness, but brand awareness does generate leads. You just have to be patient and know that it's not the most direct route, but it's probably the most effective and the best leads. Post pictures of every job you complete. Post videos or ads of where in your neighborhood. That's probably better for Ads Manager if you are going to do it. And then post pictures of we just completed your neighbor's roof. The trick is consistency and making sure that you have a plan and doing things on a normal basis. It's not that fancy. You just have to do it. The people that do a marketing strategy for 30 days, then switch to a new marketing strategy, then switch to a new marketing strategy, then it doesn't work. That's not how you're going to grow. You need to do something and do it on a normal basis, on an ongoing basis. Alan Mick's watching. Alan Mick has an incredible platform where you can get high quality videos and brand them to yourself. That's something that everyone should be taking advantage of. And it's way more affordable than you would ever imagine to get videos that make you look like you're a 30 or 40 or $50 million roofing company. And it's the same, and they're licensed. No one else can use the same videos in your neighborhood and all that. So you just need to do something, pick it, stick with it. Do it on a normal basis. Direct mail. Direct mail is huge. Y'all have heard me talk about it a million times if you've been in this group for any amount of time. But direct mail, use dope marketing, sign up for them, get them to set up the automations for you. This all can be automated, and make sure that you're sending these specific postcards. We're inspecting your neighbor's roof. This is a postcard that you send when you have an inspection scheduled to the 25 to 50 nearest neighbors. The postcard is going to say, we're inspecting your neighbor's roof, something like that. We just replaced your neighbor's roof. This is going to be when, or we are replacing your neighbor's roof. Sorry. This is going to be when you close the job and it's scheduled. So when something's scheduled, you say, we are replacing your neighbor's roof. Or if it's insurance, we just got your neighbor's roof approved by insurance. That's even stronger. 25 to 50 nearest neighbors. This all can be done with automations without you having to go in and do it. Just as long as you use your CRM like a big boy, you're going to be able to do it. We just replace your neighbor's roof. Same thing. Send it to more people, though. Send it to the 50 to 75 neighbors, because now they're getting hit on social media. We're going to show you where they're getting hit on the canvassing. If they look you up on Google, they're going to see you there. If they look up roofing near me, they may see you there. We're trying to make sure that we're everywhere for them. Thank you letter. Send a handwritten thank you letter. You can also do this through dope marketing. It's a little bit more expensive than the postcards, but not much. It's under $4, I think, or $5 per postcard. Do the handwritten to the homeowner, thanking them for the job. Maybe tell them about your referral program. Referral program flyer. If you're not going to do a handwritten thing, if you're not going to mention your referral program in the handwritten letter, hand them a brochure. Maybe do both and explain your referral process. Once again, guys, nothing here is revolutionary, but if you do it and you do it on a consistent basis, you're going to win. You're going to beat your competition. You're going to be doing something that 99% of the other people are not doing and are not executing on a normal basis. Maximizing leads, canvassing, and customer communication. So this part's simple. You might already be doing this. This isn't a new concept, but once again, we need to do this on a normal basis. You as the owner or your salespeople, this needs to be part of their job. This is how they show that they're a productive member of your company. The 12 to 25 nearest neighbors, just show up 15 minutes early before an inspection if you can. If you have trouble showing up early, give people time ranges. Hey, we're going to be there between 1 to 2. Show up 15 minutes before you're actually planning on going to talk to them. So you could show up as late as 1:45. Just place the door hangers in the 12 to 25 nearest neighbors. Make it similar to the postcard. We are inspecting your neighbor's roof. Go do the inspection. After the inspection, just check to see, hey, did anyone grab the door hanger? If they did, go talk to them. If you closed the job, then you might want to go knock on the doors. If you found that it was an insurance job and you found a crap load of damage and you're filing a claim, then you definitely want to go knock on the doors. So use your judgment, but make sure you have a system for this. How am I advertising around the jobs when I'm on there at the inspection? 25 nearest neighbors or even the block, maybe even behind if they're sharing a fence on the back, a postcard that says, excuse the mess, during the day of the job. So do that first thing in the morning. Have your sales guy show up to the job, or a project manager, or whoever it is, check a couple times throughout the day who grabbed it, and just try to be there and talk to the homeowners that are near and let them know that you are happy to check their roof out. The most likely time that you're going to close someone is when they see that you're a solid company doing the work for their neighbor. That's the best lead that's not a direct referral. Optional, if you're doing insurance work at the adjuster appointment, is a good time. You could use a generic door hanger. You could use the same door hanger that says we're inspecting your neighbor's roof. Same concept. Customer communication. Once again, simple systems. These are 4 text messages. And if you send them, you're going to make a lot more money. The titles are, I'm on the way. Let them know. How was it? Is it still good? Text 1. Send a text message when you're on your way to the inspection saying, hey, pumped to check your roof out. Like, we're on the way. We're going to be there between 1 and 2. By the way, while I'm there, just let me know if any of your neighbors could use a roof inspection as well. If you have a group message or something, let them know. So just maybe reach out to them and do that. Send a text, have a script. I have the scripts. If you get the PDF for growth engines, if you want it, drop a comment for growth engines, and I'll send the PDF, or say send the PDF. Like, I don't care. If then once you're there actually inspecting the roof, don't just send the text message. Once you're there actually inspecting the roof, ask them, hey, did you text your neighbors? They're going to have to tell you, no, I'm not going to, or no, I didn't yet. If they say, no, I didn't yet, they're pretty likely to send at least 1 or 2 neighbors a text message letting them know, hey, we're here. Just let me know. Got you, Matt. I'll send it after. Text 2. Hey, this text is the night before the job. Hey, we're replacing your roof tomorrow. As we discussed, there's a ton of different trucks that are going to be here. It's going to be kind of crazy, messy, like it's loud, it's hectic, and all of that. So do me a favor and send my number to your neighbors. I don't want them to reach out to you and bothering you if there's any issues. Make sure that they have my number just in case something blows into their yard, or if one of my trucks needs to be moved, or if there's any issues at all, or if a nail gets caught in their tire or whatever. I want to just make sure that they have a direct line to me to communicate. Once again, morning of job, say, hey, did you text the neighbors? Reason we're doing that is we're trying to encourage them to be neighborly. So that's how the homeowner takes it. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't want to be a bad neighbor. The other side of it is now they have your phone number. Now they have the ability to get a hold of you and just say, hey, can you check out my roof while we're here? So really, really big. It works almost every time. So do it. Encourage them to be great neighbors. Get leads and referrals. Text 3. After the job's complete, how was it? This is where you ask for a review and outline your referral process. Nothing crazy. You've probably already do it, but ask for a review in person, ask for a review via text. Make sure that you're making it very clear that you expect a review if they were satisfied. Text 4, 30 days after the job's complete or something like that. Say, hey, I just thought about you, just checking in, wanted to make sure that the roof is holding up okay. This seems small, but that little thing is going to remind them of a potential referral program you have. It's going to be a nice little cherry on top when maybe they kind of forgot about their roof replacement. It's been just enough time to where it's not top of mind anymore, and then you just popped back in their head. So that's a huge, huge way to just like remind them kind of what you're doing. Your referral program, you really need to make sure that it's good and documented and all that. And here is what I think the best referral program is for roofing. And it's not what most people do. It's super simple, but you're going to get a ton more referrals, and it makes it fun and exciting and attainable for the homeowners. Instead of, I have to know whether someone's going to get their roof replaced. Now they know, okay, it's on them. I'm going to get paid either way. So my suggested referral program is paying per appointment instead of, it'll be at the very beginning, Corey. If you'll be able to replay it once it's done. So my suggested referral program is pay per appointment. Why? Because the homeowners don't know when someone needs a roof replaced. They don't even know how to judge it. So unless someone is talking about the roof, and if you remember back in the day before you were in the roofing program, you're going to realize no one freaking talks about getting their roof replaced. That's not a common conversation point. Sure, it happens every once in a while and all that, but it's not something that is just a part of everyday conversation. So you need to make sure that you're not just assuming that they're all of a sudden going to be obsessed with roof replacements when they're getting theirs. Instead, make them obsessed with money. So pay $100 or something like that per appointment with qualifications. The roof has to be 10 years old or more. or there has to be a storm date in the area. So like you have to be able to show, yeah, there was definitely a storm date. You must get on top of the roof and the homeowner must be present. So you must actually meet with the homeowner. If you do that, pay $100 for it. Why? It's the same amount you would pay if you were running Google ads. It's the same amount you'd pay if you were running Facebook ads. It's not a bad number. $100 per appointment is something you pay in other situations. Why not pay for the best lead possible, a referral for $100? And you're making it attainable and understandable and very easy and simple for the homeowner. Second thing within your referral process is gamifying it. So say, hey, if you send me 5 appointments, I'll give you $100 for each of them, and I'll give you an extra $500. So now, sure, you're paying $200 per appointment, but you just got 5 appointments. If you're good at closing, you're going to make some money on that, and that $1,000 is not going to hurt you. And you can do the same thing with each new customer you have. So it's going to grow and expand, and your influence is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. Also, do a sweepstakes. Hey, if you post a picture on social media and tag us of your new roof, you get entered into a monthly drawing. Every referral you give us gives you an extra pick within the monthly drawing, something like that. So that's going to allow them to incentivize them to post about you, share your stuff. They're going to know, hey, every time someone's going to be like, oh, I needed to get my roof replaced. What's the number? They all of a sudden get money for that. Going to get them excited and going to give them a way to really make money and incentivize them to actually send you referrals rather than just casually saying, it's $250 for roof replacement. Deep down, they know that seems not like a lot because I just paid $20,000 for this, and it's just a whole thing. So this really does help you incentivize them to market for you. Odds are you're going to close some deals if they get into it. And if they don't, and you get one appointment and you don't close them, it's the same number that you would. And you get to say we're inspecting your neighbor's roof. You get to say we're in your neighborhood. It still feeds the machine and the plan that we're talking about here. So guys, before I go into the next thing, first of all, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any thoughts? Is there anything that I haven't covered that we want to? Remember, guys, what I'm trying to do is not come up with some crazy marketing strategy. This isn't, oh my gosh, we're going to spend all this money. This isn't, okay, we're going to be doing all this crazy stuff. No, what I'm trying to do is give you a plan that addresses the main aspects of what needs to happen within your business in order to get new business. So you need to be in a position when people are searching for your services. You need to be able to and have a strategy and a plan for generating more demand within your business. You need to be able to maximize the opportunity, whether it's from generating demand or fulfilling demand. You need to be able to maximize that, because if you can turn one lead into 3 while your competition turns one lead into 1, then you're going to win. And you need to have a system and make it easy for people to champion your service and refer you new business and incentivize them to do it. If you do all these things and you stick to this for 12 months, I promise you're going to have the best year that you've ever had. I know without a doubt that if you do these things and you weren't doing them before, then you're going to see significant growth, and it will be very, very powerful within your business. And you will be doing something that very few people in your market are doing even a portion of. So it's fun. It's exciting. You can document all of this. There's a PDF that I have called the 4 Growth Engines PDF. It outlines a few of these strategies in more detail. I'll get to that, Matt, actually. Good question. Matt said, what's the best plan to automate this? What do you estimate the weekly time allowance to keep up if it's going to be done manually? So weekly time allowance, Matt, I would say if you're spending maybe an hour a day, you should be able to knock all of this out. Now, you might spend a little bit more on the inspections that you generate by like some of the canvassing stuff and all of that. But if you spend an hour a day, 5 days a week, It's really not going to be crazy. Also, that's just as you're kind of getting started. I really wouldn't expect you to spend much more than 20 minutes a day once it's actually set up. The dope marketing, the direct mail stuff can be automated. The canvassing will be systematized. The text messages, you can automate that, or you can just do it and copy and paste stuff, and that text messages don't take long. Boosting a post takes about 10 minutes. Writing a post takes about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. None of it's that complicated. What we're trying to do is make this digestible and easy for someone to do and give them self-sufficiency, so you don't rely on all this other stuff. Good question. So here's the thing, though. I know a lot of you guys are watching this and saying, okay, this makes sense, or this is good, or whatever, but it's going to be hard to do. And the consistency and all of that, like, that's the hardest part. I will raise my hand and say in 2022, I can't say consistency was the number one thing I accomplished. That wasn't something that I can honestly say. And most people have trouble with consistency. I think that's one of the most common things as a business owner, is trying to figure this out. I'll be getting to that here in a second. So the exciting thing, though, is we have a program, our 12-week Built Right program, where we will work with you to build all of this within your business. We will work with you to build this, to make sure to automate and systematize and delegate as much of this, so you as the owner are not a bottleneck in it, and to where things are moving and doing this automatically. Now, over the last 3 months, longer really, but over the last 3 months, very formally, I've been taking on one-on-one clients, and we've been having great success with them. We've been growing them. We've been seeing some awesome stuff. I want to make this more approachable and bigger, and something that we're taking on classes. So I want to be making this one on like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, to where we're able to really build this, because this is meant to be overlaid. And I have a team that can do a lot of this stuff and set this stuff up for you. So I'm going to share my screen again. These are some of the bonuses before we even get into what we actually are going to do, which is build all of this stuff for you, install the 4 growth engines, install the direct mail automations with all the designs, get you set up on the local service ad so you have stuff coming in, get you all that fun stuff, get you the text messages templates automated, get you the direct mail stuff automated, get you the social media stuff set up, and where you can do it very easily yourself, and you have the most easy way to do, or it's just a few buttons that you have to click. We got you there. We're also now going to add in, starting January 1st, all of these bonuses. So 50 plus high performing Facebook ad templates. By the way, there's a training on Facebook ads within there, and we'll do one-on-one training as well. Holiday email setup for list. So we're going to be setting it up to where you're able to email your entire list for all the holidays, nurturing them, doing some of the things you know you need to do. 5 email marketing templates that you're going to have access to for each different type of weather event for email marketing, so that you can email your list anytime there's an issue. A year's worth of monthly blog emails for your list. So these aren't going to be blogs that you post on your website. These are going to be more nurturing emails that you're just sending to people on your list, with the bottom of the call to action that are kind of more educational. 52, so 1 per week, social media post template that's separate from some of the stuff I need you to do on your own. Text message marketing templates that are going to be aligned with the weather events. New lead follow-up and lead nurture, done for you setup. Team member announcement templates for social media and email, and Canva setup, which is basically a graphic design thing to where you can set up all this brand and stuff. And like I said, these are just the bonuses. This is not the coaching and one-on-one consulting and all of that stuff that we're going to be doing. This is just the bonuses that you're going to get if you sign up. There's 2 options. So in the past, the one-on-one for a 90-day program was $7,500. we are going to drop this until January 1st to $4,000 for just the first 5 people that do this. If you pay one time, if you want to split it up and do a 3-pay for the next 5 people, instead of $3,000 per month for 3 months, which was $9,000, it's going to be $1,750 per month for 3 months. We are going to build all of the stuff that we covered today and set you up to where you're able to execute on this strategy that we went over today. We're going to help you develop your referral program. We're going to help you systematize and automate all of these different components within your business. And we're going to make sure that you're making 2023 the best year ever for either $4,000 one time or $1,750 times 3. And you're going to have the best year you've ever had. So, guys, comment, message me, whatever, if this is something that you want to do. After this, we're going to go back up to the normal prices, even with the one-to-many situation that we're doing. We know that the value's there, and we know that we're going to be able to set this up. We've done it for multiple people in the past, and we're just excited to do this for more and more people. So we want to make this bigger, and bigger. So after these 5 slots are filled up, or after January 1st, it's going back to the normal price. It's starting. This is going to be starting on the 1st of January. So you pay now, and then we're going to get it started on the 1st of January. We're going to give everyone a break for Christmas and all of that. I'll give you access to some stuff as we get started, but first meetings are going to start then. And we're going to crush it. We're going to make it the best year of your life. Reach out, message me. I see some people are already commenting and sending me messages. I'm only taking 5 people at these prices. So please, please, please make sure that you are letting me know if you're interested. And I'm going to, not a big hard seller, but I'm going to force you to move fast here because I want to make sure to respect anyone else that is ready to go. And I know this is so freaking good that it will make sure that you are having the best year of your life. So guys, 4,000 one time, 1,750 a month for 3 months. If you want to split it up, we're going to have a great year. We're going to be seeing this. These will never be the price. This will never be the pricing again. We are going to increase it starting January 1st back to our normal pricing. And you're going to start seeing a lot of people coming in for it. Guys, I hope that this was valuable. Whether you do sign up with us or not, these strategies are what you need to be doing. These are some of the most holistic way that you can grow and market your business. And I'm excited to see you succeed. My goal, my aim is for you just to have an amazing year. As a business owner, I have a couple businesses. I've acquired businesses. I may look young, but I've done kind of a lot. It's hard when you're not winning, and it's hard to figure it out. And it's hard to be consistent. So this is meant to help you grow, help you be consistent. And guys, make the move. Take some action. Get stuff going. Make this year a great year. So guys, message me, comment, whatever you need to do. But remember, 5 spots only for these prices, and we're going to shut it down. And I'm only going to be taking on so many people at any given time. So be fast and let's go. So take care. Merry Christmas. I'm excited to hear from some of you guys soon. And if I don't hear from you, have a great New Year's as well. See ya.